Hello everyone, welcome back to the course. We will look into Ethereum's network, the problems it has, and the solutions people are proposing. We will compare Ethereum to different coins, for example, mainly Bitcoin. How does Ethereum stay out of the herd? What is the difference between Ethereum and Bitcoin? They both are using blockchain. Well, first of all, let's take a look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Firstly, Bitcoin is online currency. The application of Bitcoin is mainly to transfer value. That being said, Bitcoin can be used for transferring different values. It can also be used for service payment and many other ways, but its sole reason was for value transfer. Whereas Ethereum, online currency and other various applications, example file storage, games, voting, domain name registrations, etc. Ethereum is a platform. Consider Bitcoin as a payment, for example, in an Amazon website or anywhere. When you're accessing something, when you're buying something, you're going to pay by Bitcoin. You can. I'm not saying you have that feature right now, but in some places there are. Whereas Ethereum, it is not for a value chain exchange or something like that. It is a platform like Amazon Web Services. It provides a platform where you can create different applications on its blockchain network. Thus, it is a platform, whereas Bitcoin is a exchange of value used for exchange of value transactions, money storage, etc. The key lengths for Bitcoin, the public key is 512 bits, private key 256, whereas compressed public key is 257. In Ethereum also it's same. It has public and private key. The algorithm is same. It uses SHA-256, but it's different in Ethereum. Public and private key bits are same and the address is 160 bits for Ethereum. The hash function for Bitcoin, it is 256, SHA, SHA-256. For Ethereum, it is KECCAK 256 or 512. The signature size of Bitcoin is 512, whereas Ethereum it's 520. Used curve SECP 256K1, it's same for Ethereum. You don't have to memorize or remember all these terms and technologies, but the key things which you have to remember is the application for Bitcoin and Ethereum, the hash function which both of them uses, then the security, the block time which is 10 for Bitcoin and 12 seconds for Ethereum. The consensus time is 1 hour for Bitcoin, whereas Ethereum is close to or approximately 3 minutes. Transactions per second, 7 per second in Bitcoin and 15 per second in Ethereum, which is still quite low when compared to Visa, which has thousands of transactions per second. Mining Bitcoin, here's the difference. Here the differences start to, show much more vibrantly. The mining for Bitcoin is proof of work, whereas for Ethereum, it is proof of work, but currently Ethereum is trying to change to proof of stake, Casper. The Constantinople Ethereum, it is being released in February. Although it was supposed to get released in January itself, there was a slight delay because of re-entrancy issue. That is why you have to remember. And energy consumption is 3.2 million households, whereas Ethereum 1.1. Ethereum block. In an Ethereum block, what do you have? You have a parent hash, the hash of parent block header, Omer's hash, hash of Omer's list, beneficiary, that means the address of miner's account. You have state root, transactions root, receipts root. These all are hashes of roots of transaction tree. Locks, bloom, difficulty number. These are like, you don't have to actually go in depth and understand what these all are. The next things you have to remember is gas limit. You have to always set the gas limit for your transaction. The gas used, it depends. You can put the limit and gas used, you'll get to know finally. The timestamp, reasonable creation time of the block. Apart from these, you have nonce, mix, hash, extra data. Then comes the transaction list of all transactions included in this block. These are some main differences in Ethereum and Bitcoin, although there are more when you go in depth, but these are the main fundamental differences.